Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to a special event, Round 8 Le Mans Endurance Finale tonight. Oh, we are looking forward to a awesome race. And tonight with me again is Aiden, the assisting commentator, since Sinclair is still feeling a little bit ill, unfortunately, so I hope he's going to have a good recovery. And welcome, Aiden. Alrighty, Aiden, just want to quickly run through the LMP's 60-minute race, dry throughout, and this is obviously the final round for the season for Project Vapour. So as you can see, that's the track, and a little bit of things going on there. And then let's quickly jump on to the main track. Here we go. Jump on some qualify info. There we go. Outlap. We are now spectating on number 53. Let's go to Sarthe. Everybody's on their outlaps. And thanks again for the guys who is chatting on our YouTube channel. Please give us some feedback if there's anything. I hope it sounds good, but
I think it sounds good.
T-Dog, thanks a lot. Hands up. Alrighty, let's jump to some details. So 7 rounds of Project Vapour has been around Bahrain, Monza, Imola, Fuji, Spa, Sebring and Silverstone. And then we end off to the final and famous endurance circuit in the world, Le Mans. So who will be crowned the champions of this season?
Oh, who's your money on, Mr. Rudy?
It's been a couple of good battles, I must say. So we know the championship points, obviously, you know, some guys are still leading. By looking at the GT3s, Johan Blichnout is leading Gerrit Beekes, but Gerrit can definitely pick up the pace and maybe snatch it, and maybe not snatch it, not 100% sure, but it all depends what this long race is going to be holding in for us.
And if we switch over to the LMP2s, three-way battle now going into this round. It's a bit of a tough one. I don't know. I feel like Andre could clinch this if he drives properly. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Connor is definitely still ahead in points, 122. Mr. Musa at 103 and Andre is at 97. So I'm not exactly sure what the first place score is on points, but they are definitely, even Zahir Essa is at 95. So if he's racing tonight, which I see he is in the garage, then yes, he's also in the mix tonight. So it's if Connor can stick to the front and finish good, he's definitely in the pound seats for that. So yeah, let's quickly have a look. Nobody has done a flat out quali as yet.
I'm just having some technical difficulties here. I'm trying to figure out where to put the timing's up.
Let's quickly jump through a little bit more information. Well, these guys are going to be gunning for the 1 lap quali. Yeah, Le Mans, obviously Dunlop curve, everybody knows that. And it's obviously the potential of some chaos. Cold tires, heavy traffic. Will the guys be side by side and seeing exactly what they can do? From there, through Rouge, down to the Mulsanne Straight. Then you got the same corner, Indianapolis, Ornage. Then we got the Porsche Curves. And then we got the Ford chicanes. So definitely a lot of corners to think about. Where is your opponent a little bit slower to make a move and see who's going to be ending where? As we know, Le Mans is obviously has got the long straights and they've got the heavy braking. Traffic management between the two classes definitely going to be important tonight, and there's definitely no room for any mistakes. Okay, there we go. Sector 1 is done. They're into the Sector 2 now. Johan Rousseau on a Lexus. Definitely great in Sector 2. Fastest there. No, Sarthe has just taken it from him.
Hey, there we go. I got my overlay back. Can now see the timings properly.
Welcome.
Maybe I can be have a bit more insight here.
I don't know if it's as cold by you as by me, but I'm sitting here and shivering. I think I need to put on a heater.
It is quite freezing here. I have my heater on already, so I'm lucky. So, well, I think it's quite cold here, but I think it's also quite cold on track. So let's see how these drivers can also deal with the the temperature change. Sorry, I just caught Musa there at the side of my eye asking me what 1 + 1 is, and Musa, that is 3.
I'm not going to go into detail why. That's the second time they've asked us online, but I'm not going to. I'll ask you that in private, because 2 obviously is not the right answer.
It is not the right answer.
But Aiden, you were talking about track temperatures, so the air is 16 and the track is on 14 degrees. It is a bit cold, but I'm sure these guys are going to make it last. Alrighty, as the times are coming in now for the GT3s.
Looks like Darren Miller's on provisional so far. As I say that, Chris Collision comes through and absolutely sets in a stonk overlap, 6/10 ahead.
Of Daryl, correct? Yes.
Daryl, yeah.
Okay. Is that all the GT3s?
Johan Blachno with a crazy time there, 3:58, 2.6 seconds ahead of everyone else.
That is fantastic.
That's a bit of a statement.
Righty, let's jump over to the LMPs and see where are they going for their outlaps. Righty, so the question that everybody's asking, how much wing is all the drivers running? GT3s versus LMP2s. and that's going to play a role, obviously, in overtaking on the main straights. Is it playing a negative role through the tight sections or not?
Well, see, what do you try and have preference of? Higher downforce for the sections where you need a downforce, or less wing for these long straights on Le Mans? I mean, I would prefer to have a higher top speed. I think you could gain a little bit more time. I don't know.
Catch 22. Quicker on the throttle. Maybe you're getting a little bit sideways out the corners, but it is what it is. But yeah, and I think I have mentioned the traffic obviously can also play a role tonight, so these guys will do their utmost best to give each other way and not cause an ugly incident. And then also we've got the championship pressure tonight, so definitely something to play around with.
Sorry, I'm just busy watching Andre on his outlet quickly. Wow. And I just see he locked up going into one of the corners on his outlap. He's going to have a bit of a flat spot going into these next few laps. Definitely don't want to be doing that to the tyres on the warm-up. So let's see.
And that is the pressure that we're talking about.
That is exactly the pressure that we're
tapping the brake a little bit too hard. And then we've also got Rob joining us here on the YouTube channel. Thank you very much. And we have got Donovan as well. Not sure why we don't see you guys on track, but let's hope you guys will join us for the next one. And these guys are making their way. As the lap times are starting now, let's have a look at Essa.
You know, so here Essa is going to give a really good benchmark time, I would say, for these other guys, knowing his particular skill level. So let's be quite interesting to see how Andre and them stack up against.
Technical issues? Oh no, anything but that. Well, good luck on your side. Hopefully we'll definitely see you on the next event, next season.
Looks like Essa's purple sector 1, followed by Andre. As I say that, Vaynant just sets a better sector 1 in compared to Andre.
And so here is definitely on a mission.
It appears so.
And then obviously, are we going to have like the early battles for the first two sectors to see exactly who falls in line, who is going to be outbraking who, and yeah, hopefully no damages or anything major that will happen on track tonight.
Let's see here, very long track. But I see here Essa just went through the second sector now for 122.7, followed by Andre. Let's see what Andre sets here. Let's see what pace Andre is packing now. Andre goes 1.5 seconds slower with a 123.5, followed by Vaynant, who is 5 tenths quicker than Andre.
We're still watching Essa at the moment, purple second sector, as everybody else is finishing their first sectors. Let's quickly have a look. Let's hope Philly is going to keep it together again tonight.
Just got Connor here. He is definitely matching Essa. 3/10 off in the first sector. But let's see. He could gain the 3/10 in the second sector. Coming through now for the timing marker. Let's see. And he just loses out by 9/10. Seems like Essa's on a bit of a run tonight.
He's definitely got a good lap in there. And we don't know if the other guys have got a little bit more downforce to stable the car out. And it is a long race. It is a long track, so anything's possible.
That is true. Essa with a 3:28. Andre struggling to respond. 3.7 seconds behind. Followed by Musa, which is 5.2 seconds behind. Clearly something not gelling well with him.
Well, again, did they run enough fuel? Did they run a little bit too much fuel? Weight factor?
Did they not put enough time in?
So many things we can talk about, right? Alrighty, so everybody has finished that. Let's continue.
Connor Bastrom's still out on the lap. Let's see how he does.
And there we go, to second position, squeezing in between Zaire and Andre.
I just want to have a look at the points quickly to see what Connor needs to win the championship.
I want to say top three.
If he keeps it in second place, he gets 20 points, and that secures him the championship.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Now that is worrisome for Andre, who was hoping to put up a little bit of a fight maybe into this final race. But this is racing. Anything can happen.
That is so true. And remember, Andre can also get in the mix here.
All about who's got the biggest and best braking foot going into this first corner.
Righty, as they are making their way to the start line. Where would we spectate on tonight?
Let's think. So, after qualifying, I don't want to give anyone commentator's curse, but who do you think has a good shot at the moment?
Good question. I think we should be, for the GT3s, most probably by Andre. And then it's going to be GT3s.
Formation lap has started.
Johan, Gerrit,
I think
anything's possible.
now does Connor in this opening lap try and go for a move, or does he just play it safe, keep second, try and win the championship?
Well, I've got the nerves for these guys already.
I'm also feeling a bit nervous here. Funny enough, our top 4 championship drivers are all in the top 4. Now that's a qualifying and a half, guys.
as they are making their way. Oh, what a beautiful picture.
It's a very nice picture of these cars coming through.
Light clouds obviously in the sky. Hello Captain Slow, thanks for joining on the chat. As they are
very, very long formation.
And they didn't decide to take a short formation, that they were doing the whole track.
I think it's short formation. I think it's just because of the way Le Mans is, it stops the cars super far back.
Okay.
But we should
There
be
we
getting
go,
close to
there we
green
go.
now.
Who is going to
Green
jump?
flag,
There we
green
go.
flag.
Side by side action, touch.
Robin is racing here.
Fantastic.
Connor takes the lead.
Oh, Essa overshoots. One overshoots and Andre comes through. There, that's what we're looking for. He saw the opportunity and just gunned it. A little bit of a break up there, but it is. Made it straight through. Fantastic.
Wow.
All falling in line, looking good. All right, they're jumping onto the straight. Let's quickly jump to the GT3s, where Darren is in the front, followed by Chris and then Johan.
Isn't it there? But I see Essa going on a move for Andre now. There's so many moves.
Oh, Connor. Is that Connor?
Connor's out.
Connor had a little bit of a spin there. Just catch it in time. Again, side door-to-door action. It's between Zahir and Andre. Oh, this is such a long straight. Okay, who's going to be... All right, inside line. Ooh. Okay, well done.
There's so many
There's another one that just outbraked himself into the gravel. And there's still a little bit of a battle there at the back. There's Veer and the guys here.
Oh, this is definitely hurting Connor's race at the moment. That's the opening laps.
Ooh.
He's stuck behind now.
Right, Connor has now moved all the way to the back and there's still a long race, so anything's possible. Alrighty then, back to the GT3s. We've still got the Merc, the Lexus, the two Astons, and then the Porsche in the mix in front of a BMW. All falling nice in line. Again, question is downforce versus straight line speed. I think everybody's got more or less the same tactic here. This is all working. Everybody is playing.
It's a very long race.
There's definitely a GT3 off there. Not too sure if that was Dylan. Everybody finding their feet. See a Club BMW here at the back. Everybody, let's quickly double check to the front. Zahir definitely making a big gap between him and Andre. Andre going off. Yes. Back on track. He's got Musa behind him. is Zahir making the gap so big? Nearly 2 seconds. There we go. 2.2 seconds ahead of Andre.
Something that we've seen before happen to a lot of people is that the faster you drive through these cars, the more fuel you burn. Now, Essa might find himself in a place where he might have to do an extra pit stop because he's driving to the limit.
Well, I must say tonight we have got the tires and the fuel is what's the right word I'm looking for? It is set so that it will go down a little bit quicker. So pit strategy for fuel and tires is going to be playing a massive role tonight. It's twice. It's the you're losing twice more tire thread and using fuel on tonight's race. So definitely we're going to have a good time watching who is going to be making what pit and so forth. GT3's Alexis
I
is
see Johan Russell.
yeah.
There he's sniffing him down here.
He definitely is. There we go. Is he going to make the move now? Nearly side by side. Oof. Who's got the right Kananas to brake later? I actually would like to jump on board. No, fair chance.
He's starting behind him. Just trying to see if he can't get the run on him.
I think putting a little bit of a blind pressure, making sure he's been seen in their mirrors as we are on board on the Lexus, chasing down the Merc. Ooh, touch, cone, okay. No, Merc is still there. I think he did the right thing. And Darren definitely knows the Lexus is not going to give up on this. Alrighty, let's quickly jump back to the guys in front. Essa is now 3.2 seconds ahead of Andre. And I see a little bit of battle coming in here for Wynand's also catching up to Musa. And Connor needs to chase down Tasvir.
Calculations here. Got my calculator. Let's see how it's.
So the LMP2s are spread out evenly. No massive places at the moment. Let's jump back to the Lexus. Play around with some views tonight. Feeling a little bit more comfortable behind the mic and the screen. As you can see, the Lexus is gunning this Merc. Just behind him, we've got Gerrit as well in the Aston behind the Lexus. He's just waiting for these guys to fight their fight and then most probably catch up and also make a move like Andre did right on the start. There we go. Is he going the inside? He's on the inside, door to door. Ooh, did he push him out to the side? And now the Aston is coming in as well. And here comes the Aston making a move.
3-1.
Can you believe it? Where is... There we go.
Gareth Miller. Very unlucky.
I just missed that playing around with the buttons here. The Aston obviously making the move, and now the Lexus is chasing down the Aston. Let's quickly jump back on board. No. Okay. Getting out of the slipstream nice and wide. Ooh. Okay, Lexus has gone through. He got a little bit of a flashlight there, but off to the next corner they go. And now we've got a Porsche in the mix as well. Let's jump here on the Porsche and see if we're going to see anything. I think the Porsche got a little bit more downforce. Ooh. Trying to get his nose in. As I look at the leaders on the LMP2, Zahir is leading with approximately 7 seconds towards Andre. And there's definitely a bit of a battle. Are they there? Connor and Tasveer. Watch out. There. Yeah, as you can see, the Porsche is losing a little bit of brake line speed.
Doing some maths here to figure out what is needed for each driver to win. So I'll get back now.
No problem.
Right now looks like it might be advantage Essa. Let's see if Connor can't bring his way back in here. Remember that there is still 2 drop rounds. There is 2 drop rounds, and Connor still hasn't used the second drop round.
So I'll quickly check.
That'll all be calculated after tonight's race.
Yeah, I mean, Connor started off first race, first, fourth, sixth, fourth, third, and second. And tonight's obviously all depends where he's going to end, but we know the points is going to be definitely upped. As we still got 48 minutes left of this race. Not seeing any massive battles at the moment. As we go through the field, Mr. Musa hanging in there. Vili ahead of him. And over to Wynand Fourie, who can at least see some brake lights that we might have a battle in front of them. But I think the battle is still on the GT3s. Would the Aston catch the Lexus of Johan Rousseau? And would Darren catch up to maintain a great position? A little bit further down, we've got Ari in his fifth, closely followed by Johan Blichnout. Let's see, definitely slipstream and right above his bumper and sticking it there. Is he helping Ari to gain a little bit more speed on the straight?
A little bit of shake and bake, maybe.
He's saying hi in the mirror. But this is definitely 2 cars very close to each other.
If I'm not mistaken, there's 2 drop rounds going into this. So I'm just trying to figure out the win conditions If there is two dropouts, I believe in the current conditions, Zahir Essa wins if he finishes first, and Connor must lock mid. That's interesting. Connor needs to kind of finish first now to be champion automatically. Second, unless Zahir wins. And an interesting thing is that if Zahir finishes second, with Connor finishing third, they both end on the same amount of points, which then results in a tie.
Then it is up to the admins to make a decision there, or the what's what I'm looking for, the race directors. Yeah, since there's those dropout rounds, so they must probably take out the worst rounds, the worst finishes.
Yes, they take out the two worst finishes. I'm just trying to have a look here just to see if I can follow the exact settings for the find any what the features are and what the scoring is like.
Well, Zahir has just done a 3:30, which is the fastest lap for the LMP2s, and then we have got Johan Blichnout, who's done a 4:01 in the GT3s. See, they try and take it nice and wide, give you a decent look. This is like watching the Le Mans real life, but on racing style. Here from Project Vapour. Did you watch the event, Aiden?
I watched bits and pieces there, try to keep up with it. It wasn't really the most exciting Le Mans. Yeah, it was. I did watch it, but I see there was a bit of an incident. I see that Andre is now down in 4th place.
Not too sure if maybe outbraked himself. Little flat spots on the tire. Looking back for them. Oh, actually quite decent space between them, but yeah, should have been driver error, I think.
Just rewinded now to see. It seemed like Tashvir and Connor caught up to him on pace, and it looks like they actually. Connor. Oh, Andre did go off into the wall. That did cost him.
Well, I'm hoping he doesn't have too much damage. Oh, and he just cuts another corner there. Now he's jumping into the pits. As both of them are entering as it is, him and Wynand. So would this be a little bit of an undercut? Did they go a little bit light in the beginning? Is the tires on its way out? As they are there. Tashvir with a 13-second lead. Zahir over Tashvir.
I hate to say this, Mr. Ruben, but my time has come.
100%.
I gotta get ready, Mr. Guys watching. Going for a little bit of a trip, so yeah, hopefully I'll catch you guys back in the second season. Or the next season. Season what is it? Season 6 next.
That
Season 5.
Season 5. Yes, this is end of
Season
season 4. So season 5 kicking off with a bang. I think there's about a 4-week gap before the new season starts. So yeah, we'll definitely see you and hear you on the mic.
Well, who knows? Maybe I'll be on track as well. We'll see. We'll see what brings it.
Let's hope so.
Anyways,
Hundreds. Thanks
cheers, guys.
again. Have a good evening for you.
You too.
Alrighty, thanks again for Aiden for joining us. And we're hoping that Sinclair will have a full recovery. And looking forward to having him back on the mic. As we watch Asvir and Connor definitely picking up the pace again, chasing down Tasbir. Not too far behind. Musa is in the garage. Righty, as the GT3s are also pulling in. Everybody is pulling in. So now the question is, who is going to jump out? Righty, so back to Connor. About 2 seconds between Tasbir and Connor. Making sure that LMP2 sticks to the tar road all the way through the tricky section. You can see the track temperature has definitely picked up to 31 degrees very quickly, and he's jumping into the pits. Zahir is also in, so these guys are all jumping in while the GT3s are exiting the pits. Did Gerhard undercut Johan in the pits? Less fuel. Did he gain a couple of seconds to jump out in front of him? And now Johan has to chase down that Aston. Righty, as our Connor, Tasbir and Zahir is also now exiting the pits. Now I can see that the GT3s filled up very nicely. Where did the Porsche come out? Also not too far behind. Johan Plignode in the BM. Definitely got a nice big space in front of them. Clean air. Righty, Zahir back on track. He's still got open air. He'll most probably catch a little bit more traffic in the next lap. And then we'll have definitely a little bit more action going forward from there. Because he needs to go through all these GT3s. Righty, Ari, he's already here in the mix. Oh, the LMP2 of Billy. Near, that would be Musa. He's here already in a little bit of traffic. I don't see any hassles with that. Next gap. Back to the Lexus. These guys are spread out evenly. And just a beautiful livery on this Porsche. Righty, Andre. Fresh air Wynand in front of him, not too far. Righty, here. See where the next battle is going to be. So the question would still be if Connor has got a solid race finish, what is the final points going to be at? Andre is definitely needs to get back into the fight for that second position. As we can see, Musa going past a couple of vehicles. He just passed Chris. Next up in his list would be Johan Vlugnoot to make that pass. So we have got Musa now catching up to the GT3s, and we'll jump on board the moment that he's a little bit closer. Just as we know, Le Mans can always rewrite championship leaders. As Issa is catching up to the Merc of Darren. Let's quickly jump here to a dash cam to make that pass. There we go. This is how easy it is. Next one, passing Ari. Just remember the LMP2s has got no ABS, so you have to be very fragile on the brakes. And this is definitely a lot of seat time to get this mastered as Musa passes Gerrit Beekes. Fantastic. Oh, sorry, not Musa. Zahir. Are there? Who is next? Would Gerard and Johan rethink their next pit strategy? There is 32 minutes left of this race. So what could be happening? Who is managing their tires correctly? And I'm sure everybody is pushing as hard as they can, but yeah, the fuel windows and the tires are crucial tonight. Alrighty, so through the traffic, Zahir went. And another one. This is all easy. Le Mans is so nice and wide. There is no reason to block or be spiteful on track. Zahir is just keeping that thing on track. I don't think any drivers are taking any major risks tonight due to the tire and the fuel that is playing such a role. Jump back on him as he's catching the next one. Blichnout is just better at the GT3 lap times. And this is just awesome to watch. As you can see, the next set of GT3s in front of him. Ons druk die regte knoppie. There's a little bit of a fight there. I just miss it already. As the rest of the fields are going through. Leader. Catching up. Here we go. Essa is definitely catching up to these two guys while they're having a little bit of a battle. Who is doing what? Jump on Blichnout as he makes the pass. Goodbye, Zahir. See you later. Let's take this battle side by side. Who is going to be braking for the next corner? And he makes the pass. Fantastic. Now that BMW is gunning for the Lexus of Johan Rousseau and Johan Blichnout going to be having a battle very soon as well. Not too sure if that Porsche is giving up the battle. No, slipstream, unfortunately. This just sounds so awesome. Who is going to defend who on what corner? And every point counts for tonight. See, Connor is definitely catching up to Wynand Fourie. He'll jump in there now. Yay. As these two guys are also catching the traffic, we have mentioned it a little bit earlier. Oh, Rob. DC'd. So sorry. Not good, not good. These guys are still battling it out. Connor into third position. The gap between him and Andre is about 3 seconds. 2.5 seconds, 3 seconds. It all depends on the traffic. Here we go. Porsche going wide. And they are making their moves. Through the S's. Moving out of the way. Wynand and Connor is just having a little bit of a fight. Right, Rob, try and reconnect, brother. See you back on track. Okay, as they are going to catch up. Well, it's up to 38 degrees. Again, tire management is crucial. How far is Vainant behind him? Not close enough to get a decent slipstream. Right, Essa in the front, still 12 seconds ahead of Andre. Hoping that Andre has got his, I want to say, everything dialed in. No pressure. There's only 24 minutes left of this race. And the pressure is definitely still on. Anybody can make a mistake. Okay. As you can see there in the background, those two guys are still can still have a battle. That will be Vainant and Connor. Casvir making his way through traffic, as well as Billy. Okay, Musa just enjoying his race. Main game is just to finish the race. Every point counts. Righty, so we have got Sarthe further down. We have got the Lexus and the BM. Looked a lot closer. Not too sure if Johan Blugnout got on the brakes a little bit earlier. Let's have a look if there would be a battle. Again, I think downforce playing a little bit of a role here on the main straight. Just lifting the throttle, making sure that the car turns in. Oh, pit box. Andre had a bit of an incident. He's in the pits, unfortunately. Not too sure what happened there, because there was nobody racing him. Not too sure what happened there. There was a button to check the replay. Sorry, Andre. Let's hope you can jump out as soon as possible as the next one. Oh, did he run out of fuel? Okay, Andre. No, that was just a return stop. Okay, my mistake. So focused on the GT3 between the two guys. The two Johans, Rousseau and Blugnout. As we see Andre leaving the pits now. I'm not too sure why I cannot see the energy on the LMP2s. Judge how long Issa is going to be staying out. But Andre definitely pulled up again. Is that going to last for the next 21 minutes? And is he going to be making up a position or two? While Zahir is about 13 seconds ahead of O'Connor. Followed by Vainant, Casvir, and then Andre. We got Veli exiting the pits now. Okay, let's quickly check the battle here. Track temperature is definitely picking up dramatically. Alright, he has the BM got the legs for the Lexus. Did he? Oh, what a clean move. What a clean move. To Johan's having a great time at Le Mans tonight. Now the question is, would the Lexus have the legs again? Did Johan Bluchnout read Johan Rousseau on track to see exactly where he could come out quick out of the corner to make that slipstream position? It's the only battle at the moment I can see. Let's quickly have a look here. Sarthe, VDV, followed by Ari. Close but not close enough. We've got Alan Patterson as well on track, followed by the Merc, which is now in the pit box. Rob, that has joined the race back in. So glad you could rejoin. You are one lap down, but it is what it is. As long as you enjoy this track. Righty, so Wynand is in the pits. As you can see, there we go. Connor moving up to second position. And Essa is approximately 10 seconds in front of him. I'm not too sure when Essa is going to be making his pit stop now. 18 minutes left of this race. Okay, we have got Musa exiting the pits. There we go. Gerard jumping into the pits. Johan Bluchnout. Ooh, these two guys, definitely both of them jumping into the pits. With a Porsche following. Now this last sector, who is going to be going on fuel saving? Did they do the calculations correctly? Have to see exactly when they leave the pits. Connor definitely catching up to Zahir slowly but surely, from 10 seconds down to 8 seconds. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. Alrighty, slowly on the brakes. Not too sure. Hope that it's not a flat spot. Not sure how that lockup happened there. Back on track. And that is how easy you can make your own mistakes. Alrighty, back to Andre. Everybody else is scattered throughout the track. Let's quickly have a look. Who is... to go to Wynand. No. Beautiful livery by Wynand Fourie. Okay. Tasveer. Is he catching up to Connor? About 3 seconds. Tasveer doing a great job tonight, just making sure the car stays on track. Alrighty, everybody else jumped out the pits. What happened to Lexus and the BMW fight, the two Johans, as he moves to the left for the GT3 to pass. Not too sure if that is a thank you or a goodbye. See you in another 3 or 4 laps. But flashing lights it is, as Zahir is in the pits. Connor goes to the pit lane. Tazveer is in the pit lane. All for the last strategy for the next 15 minutes. Is Zahir going to keep that and maintain that gap in front of O'Connor? Righty, let's quickly check here. Johan to Johans. Definitely our fuel strategy more or less the same. Not too sure why the gap is now so big between them. Ari Venter also is going to pit very soon. He has kept his nose clean tonight and keep it on track. Making sure the chef behaves itself. As he's got a little bit of fuel left. Gerard leading. If Ari goes to the pits, Gerard is leaving with approximately 8 seconds in front of Johan Blichnout in the BM. And then followed by Alexis with about 5 seconds between them. Chris in the other Aston has got the Porsche behind him. Ooh, is that a DC? No. Alright, maybe just a little bad signal there. But the Porsche is most probably going to try and make a pass. Let's see what happens. This will be for 6th position for the GT3s. Ooh. No. Every driver takes the course a little bit different. As everybody jumped out of the pits, Andre is still in the lead now. We'll see what happens next. Not too sure why Zahir Issa has moved down. Just want to see if we're going to have a passing opportunity for the Porsche on the Aston. Side by side they go. As you can hear the Aston next to him. Let's jump out and see, did he make the pass nice and clean? Going through quick sweeps through the S's. Well done on the Porsche. Well done, Brian, for making that move. Righty, now the question is, Rob is on track. Yes, Rob is on track. He made it back. He is lost in the GT3s, 1 lap down, but he definitely reconnected Ulrich. So he's back. He needs to obviously be on track to get some points. Let's quickly jump back to the front here. Well, Andre is now in 1st position, 12 laps, medium tires, and approximately 7 seconds ahead of Tashveer. Lap is okay-ish. Then Bainan Fury. No problem, Ulrich. Thanks for joining us. Trying to catch this big track, small field. Alrighty, Zahir. 4th position. Is he going to make that LMP2 stick now all the way for the next 11 minutes? Did Andre do the right undercut? Ooh. Zahir just hanging on there. But Connor is definitely also gunning down on Zahir. Connor really needs to pick up the pace to secure championship. As we stay on board with Connor. Are you in the pits again? Oh no. Andre for the win. That's correct, yes. You Zulu legend for sure. Andre for the win. Not too sure why Zahir is back into the pits. Fuel, tires, I'm not too sure exactly. Oh, pit strategies are so important on this for tonight. Let's jump back on Andre. Tasveer is definitely a second quicker on this lap. As you can see Rob in the background with his beautiful yellow BMW. Ooh, Andre. Stadig oor die klippe, my fella. Stadig oor die klippe. Alrighty. He's still got 9 minutes to go to hang on to that lead. Tasveer slowly but surely gaining on Andre. Big gap between Tasveer and Wynand. Connor then definitely moving up since Zahir has now gone for a third pit strategy. Followed by Billy. Let's jump back to the GT3s and see if there's anybody close. We need to have another battle at least for the next 8 minutes. The two Johans gap is nice big. Sarthe is still just enjoying his own race. Trying to keep it on there as long as possible. I think we just had another DC. Musa is a DNF. Alrighty, as you can see the Aston just no pressure at all. Keeping it on track. Best lap is a 4 minute dead. Well, beyond Bluchner is about 300 per second quicker on the fastest lap versus Sarthe as we are on board. Buddy. Brian also making the gap a little bit bigger between him and Chris in the Aston, followed by Gerard VDV. Van the painter. VDV, it is what it is. Beautiful red and white livery. Then we have got Ari also coming down the straight. Not far behind Gerard. From there we've got Alan with his BM. Ari just needs to hang in there so that Alan does not make a pass for the next 6 minutes. Followed by Darren with the Merc up front in the beginning, and unfortunately 1 or 2 mishaps that has left him now right over there. And Mr. Rob, who's just joined us 2 laps ago. If it works out, track temperature was at 39, it's now going down to 37. Interesting strategy that the guys needs to do You know, we started off with a cold track. I'm just looking for that information. I think we started with 16 degrees track temp. Yeah. Oh, we're still around there. Then we went up to 19 for track. Well, the air is still hot. And you don't want to get stuck behind somebody with that hot air. Alrighty, Rob. You just gun it, my bro. Gun it. Alrighty, Essa. 4 seconds behind Villy. And then we've got Connor. Also a little bit of a gap between him and Wynand Fury. 4 minutes to go. And Andre is definitely pushing his LMP2. He needs to, because Tasveer is definitely catching up. Approximately 3 seconds between them. So this is crucial for the championship. Tasveer, let's quickly check the point standing. Tasveer is lying 6 at the moment for the championship. This will definitely move him up. Same with Andre. Too bad Mr. Musa has got a DNF. So it's definitely between Connor and Andre for championship points here. About 7 minutes. What is that? Gap between the two. As they go over the finish line again. Righty, let's quickly jump back to GT3s. Karat still 7 seconds ahead of Johan Blichnout. And approximately 8 seconds between Johan Blichnout and Johan Rousseau in the Lexus. That was awesome fight a little bit earlier. Everybody. Here we go. We have got you can just see so you're pushing that LMP2 to make the pass on Villy, and how quickly he actually is. Now the question is, did he did the right pit stop to get the right tires on? Villy jumping into the pits. There's 2 minutes left. Is his tires just worn completely? Alrighty, we got Zahir moving up to 5th position. Ooh, we are definitely going to be watching this. There is not a lot of time left. Is Tasveer going to be catching up to Andre? With this evening dash at Le Mans. End of season 4. As you can see, a little bit of a smoke there on the tires from Andre. As they hit a little bit of traffic. Is Andre benefiting? No, not really. He's definitely got Tasveer right behind him. Down to 400th of a second. Who is going to take the win here? comes down to the last couple of corners. There's 53 seconds left. Ooh, hitting a little bit of traffic. Thank you, Ari, for sticking it to the right. Ooh, Andre going wide, but hanging in there. Oh no, is he? Ooh, was that a little bit of a blind move, closing the gap? Ooh, ooh, a little bit of a touch here on the inside. They're not going to be happy with that. Oh, final lap. There's a tire on the side. Andre. Oh, Sarthe has taken out Andre on that last corner in the chicane. As you can see, there's a tire lying there, and unfortunately, Andre has come to an end. Where Wynand has now taken the lead due to this little incident, and right behind him is Sarthe, so I'm not too sure what the damage was like on the tap to Andre, but they were side by side through the chicane, and unfortunately Andre came off worst. Oh no. Let's quickly jump back just to the other action here. How's things going here on the GT3s? Nobody close. Let's jump back to Sarthe. He's definitely jumping back, closing down Wynand Fourie. This is the last lap, so is Sarthe going to make the move? Here he goes into the traffic. Sarthe keeping it on the inside, taking the lead. I don't really see any damage on that MP2. And did he just nick Andre to hit the barrier? I see the tires obviously lying there, so this is not good. Andre really pushing hard. Sarthe hard on the brakes. Who's in the mix here? Isn't he Villini? Is that Connor? Connor has just moved up to second position. We didn't see that coming. Oh, well done, Connor. Alrighty, are you going to be making a move on the last section of the track to steal first position? Pushing hard out of the corner. This is going to be crucial. Well done, Connor. Going a little bit wide, keeping it intact. Tires are screaming for a break. Sarthe just defending his line into the last chicane. What are they going to be doing? Oh, and he jumps. Oh, and neither of them hits the brakes. Oh no, Connor. What a finish. What a finish. I think the brakes was a little bit hooked there and didn't want to brake. Putting a lot of pressure. Well done, Connor, for catching up so quickly. Zahir in fourth position, sorry. The race would have been definitely different if he didn't go for the last pit. I'm not too sure why, what happened, but what a good race. Andre fighting his way back, unfortunately incident. Connor fighting his way back into first position. Tasveer keeping his nose clean the whole race up until the end where he tapped Andre. And then Wynand Fury just, yeah, hanging in there. Alrighty, back to the GT3s. Gerard Bekus, Aston, enjoying his race. It's definitely the last lap. Couple of more corners to go. Johan Blugnoot in his BMW, still the fastest lap for the GT3s. Johan Rousseau in the Lexus. I'm looking at his fuel. He's definitely got a lot more fuel than Johan Blugnoot. Not too sure where the confusion came from the pits, but it is what it is. These guys are heading to the finish line. Gaps are quite big. Porsche of Brian. That's at 7 seconds behind the Lexus. Gerard VDV already there. Finish line, finish line. Daryl in the Merc finishing up his lap. Well, this has been fantastic. Now, let's jump who else is still. These guys are finishing up. Let's give Gerard Bekus his final section of that. And we had so much pressure from everybody. Andre, Johan, Gerard, Connor. Even Musa was in a good battle here and there. They are all finishing up their laps. Beautiful livery in the Porsche. Again, congratulations to Connor, Tasveer, and Wynand, which is the top three. And then we've got Gerard, Johan Blugnoot, and Johan Rousseau. Top three for GT3s for tonight's race. Unfortunately, I cannot see the final standings for the championship. Who ended where? But Connor is, I think, definitely our winner on the GT3s. Just quickly double check. Yeah, I think Connor is definitely our championship winner on the LMP2s. GT3s. Let's quickly have a look. Gerard Bekus, second. Johan Blugnoot. Oh, this is going to be a tight one. Johan Blugnoot maybe take the championship with a couple of small points, as they are all over the finish line. And what a event at Le Mans tonight with Project Vapour. This is going to be an epic final. Close championship points for this winner. As you can see trackside, the cars are definitely waiting. Finished happy. We've got Zahir Essa 3:30, nearly dead for the fastest LMP2 car. Johan Blugnoot at a 4, nearly dead, 4 minutes 161, which was awesome. And it has been a fantastic event. Now, I should jump back to track guide. And hopefully everybody will join in the interview waiting room. Meneer Gerard? What a race. Connor, thanks for joining. Righty, and that's only the two guys. I'm so used to having a full lobby in the drivers briefing, 3 drivers of each. Let's quickly have a look. Connor, what a race. That was going to be exactly my next thing is congratulations on this win. And Andre and Jasvir just had an incident on the last chicane. And yeah, unfortunately his wheels fell off, so he couldn't even try and make it. That's it. That was Andre. But what does winning Le Mans mean to you there, Connor?
So it's like, okay, well, if Sarthe races every race from now, then P2 will be fine in the championship. But
Man.
yeah, last week Sarthe didn't race and I tried to capitalize on that. The Andre didn't make it easy, to be honest.
And what was your hardest moment
feels good.
for this season, Connor?
The hardest moment, yo, I don't even know. I can't remember what track it was. It's one of the tracks where I got P6. It was just rough. I expected to at least get a podium on it. I'll just make sure which track it was.
Fantastic. And it has been an awesome season for the whole Project Vapour. And congratulations again for taking the championship.
Thank you.
Righty, Gerard Bekes, welcome. And thank you for sticking it out there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough one between you and Johan on the championship points. I'm just not too sure exactly where you guys are standing.
No. Johan should be clear. He should be well clear. I think about 14 points or so.
Well, it was a good race by you tonight and just gunning that Aston from the word go. Take us through your race.
Yeah, the qualifying didn't go that great. I had a big slide in the last chicane, so yeah, unfortunately I think I was second to last. I'm not 100% sure. And then just in the race, yeah, just in the first stint, just managing and trying to get past the guys. The guys tend to be quite fast in the beginning in the first laps, and then quite a big fuel advantage over the guys in front. Just undercut them in the pit, and then yeah, just managing and managing and managing, and then in the last stint, I was quite early. I was quite aware that the LMPs is going to enforce an extra lap. So I was watching Johan, and I'm sure he was watching me, and we were fuel saving like mad. But luckily we got there in the end.
Fantastic. And your strategies for the fuel and everything, take us through that. How did you manage to keep that car on track?
Yeah, by all means not a strategy wizard. Working on that, I messed up my strategy quite a bit this season so far. But for this race, the 6th lap is possible. If you fuel save and then, but I thought that the lap time loss is too much to get to the 6th lap. Then rather go in the 5th lap, and then you're in the pit stop maybe 2 or 3 seconds less, and then yeah, just take it from there. And then the last stint, unfortunately, we did get pushed into the 6th lap, so you would see in the lap delta there was quite a heavy amount of fuel saving
Yes.
going on from both myself and Johan. So yeah, that's what happened.
And then take us over the whole season. What was your hardest moment throughout the season?
Just looking into the rear of Johan, basically. That sums it up. Yeah, Johan is a quick driver. Like I said last time, we raced together a lot, and it seems like he's got the strategies down, and maybe gambled here and there and won. But yeah, very strong on strategy for sure, and that's an area I definitely need to improve, 100%.
Fantastic. And while we have got Andre in the lobby as well. No, Andre did come and say hello, but he has left us. Okay, but well done on that one. What is going to be my next question? Daar is so baie vrae, nee. Le Mans. How much lap times or how many hours did you put in for this race?
Me?
Yeah.
For this one, it's a circuit I quite enjoy. Never been really quick here. So the last time we were here, I was quite down. I was about, I think, 30 seconds from the lead. Johan was 18 seconds up the road. So I knew I had to concentrate on fuel saving and still have the lap delta, look semi-decent. Going sub 4 minutes here is quite easily done, but you burn a lot of fuel. But yeah, I did practice a little bit for this one, 100%, just to dial in that fuel saving and going at a decent rate.
Well done on your Le Mans win. Over to the winner for the GT3s, Johan Blichnout. Thank you for joining.
Hey, how's it?
And how's your nerves after this event?
I'm glad it's over. The hands and arms needs a bit of a break.
Fantastic, and congratulations of your championship. I mean, 5 wins over 7 races, and yeah, it's been a rough one, right?
Yeah, I won't say it's all wins. Some of them were just given to me by Gerard making some mistakes, and I just capitalized on it. It wasn't all me. It was given to me, I shall say.
You just kept your nose clean on track and just gunned it, and obviously other drivers had made mistakes, and you have gained on that.
Yeah, starting from the pits, going to the front, just to, if you're open, battling in the groups, the cars, and see what the guys is about. Always makes it a bit fun.
Fantastic. Anybody else you want to thank out there for this season?
I'd like to say thanks for the sponsors, EG Vault, and to Project Vapour for giving me a chance to drive for them. I hope I can keep it going, and thanks for Gerard for all those battles and keeping the old mind going. And hopefully next season we can have a rerun of it. And also the commentators, thank you guys and the guys showing up for our streams.
Oh, no problem. Yes, thank you again for the guys. It's in our chat box. Johan, just another question. If you would have changed anything on season 4, what was there anything that you would have changed?
Not really. The racing was clean. Maybe just some here and there track awareness and rejoining from the guys. Just need to pump it up a bit, but everything else was fun.
Fantastic. Season 5 is in a couple of weeks. I think it's a 5-week break. What is the strategy going in for season 5? Car change, maybe on the table?
Yeah, if the Hypers and stuff pops up, I think I'm gonna jump into that. A little bit of rest from the GT3s.
Fantastic.
Okay, GT3
Sure.
for me.
Gerard will come and join me.
That's going to be the next question for everybody. Gerard, where do you see yourself in season 5?
Yeah, if Johan goes over to the Hypers, I'd probably move over as well. Although I do struggle quite a bit with that braking technique with the Hypers, but it's probably, I wouldn't say easily learnable, but I can give it a go.
Well, it's good to see you guys in season 5. Connor, what is your plan for season 5?
To be honest, I don't know yet. I'll see when it comes to that.
Well,
Depending on
guys,
the tracks and everything.
thank you very much for joining, and thanks a lot for the whole season, all the efforts, all the time, and yeah, thanks to your family and friends that's obviously hasn't been seeing you for a while since you've been behind the wheel to race on Project Vapour. So thank you from our side for being online and putting in the time and effort. And congratulations to our championship winners, and I'm hoping to see a lot more drivers joining Project Vapour in the new season. We don't know exactly what's planned, but I'm sure the race directors has got something up the sleeve, so we're looking forward to that. And thanks again for joining. So we'll definitely see you guys soon.
Yeah. All the guys go and enjoy the break. See you
Thank-
on track of the next checkered flag.
I like it, guys. Congrats, Johan.
Right.
Everybody, well done.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Cheers,
Thank you guys.
Cheerio.
Chat soon. Alrighty, and that is all to an end. What a great season. It's too bad I joined here right at the end, but I'm here now, so let's see what happens in season 5. And again, thank you for everybody that has joined us online and the commentating side as well. Aiden, thank you very much for joining. Sinclair, hopefully seeing you and hearing you very soon for the next one. There is some fun events coming up, so be on the lookout. Project Vapour is the place to be. And again, thank you very much for sponsors for the year so far, for every event. And then yeah, be safe while Joburg, so be warm and keep clear. Chat soon.